Hi guys, it's Shami from Crafts Names and Things. So today I have another crafty idea. So for today we are going to make something that I need to make for a swap. So in my haul video I showed you that I bought these cupcake holders from the dollar store, but I wanted to show you how you can make them into paper flowers or paper ribbons, which is the theme for the swap that I'm doing. So it's very simple. All you're going to need is just your cupcake holders, the paper kind, and then I just have some buttons here, but if you didn't have buttons you could use, what else did I use? You could just use whatever, just to kind of make the center. So you could use like, I'm trying to find, I had these little, I don't know what I did with them. Well, I didn't want to use them anyway, so I must have misplaced them. But you can just kind of use anything for the center. So you could use like rhinestones, you could use scraps of paper, you could even use dots from your drop paper. I like to use those a lot. But these I kind of kept really pretty. I got these buttons at the dollar store. They come in all these fun little shapes, and I've been looking for a use for them. But you get, you know, like 50 of them for $1. So I thought this would be a good use, and it kind of goes with the colors. And I wanted something bright. And actually, this one is two stuck together. So I can show you what I did. So this is just a little heart that I got, and I glittered up. It's a heart made from paper. It's like a little punch-out kit that I found at the thrift store. So you could definitely cut out shapes and put them in there too. But I just love these flowers. They're so cute, and you're going to die with how simple these are to make. And if you want, you can absolutely make them into award ribbons. And this is a swap for my pantry, my paper pantry. So let's get started. So I'm going to take these and my scissors, and then I have just some scraps of book pages here because I like to mix them, and then I just have some tacky glue. I'm going to show you really quick how to do this. Okay, so all you're going to do is just take your coffee filter, okay, and you're just going to kind of, sorry, let me bring you up so you can see what I'm doing here. I don't have to move the camera. My little thing is on wheels, which is awesome. And I did get two different kinds. They have just so many different cupcake holders. You can find them at the store. I mean, and they have so many beautiful patterns, or at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, and they're section 2. So you're going to make one bigger than the other. So I'm going to use this pattern as my centerpiece here. So I'm just going to take it and I'm going to cut it down. Okay, and what I like to do, there's a lot of different ways that you can do this, is I like that kind of fringy look. So I just take my scissors and I just kind of fringe it up. So I put them very close together, and I just take my scissors and I just cut and fringe everything up. Oh my goodness, it is raining outside and I love the rain. Oh my gosh, so I am in 7th heaven. It smells so good. Okay, so I can kind of see. I know that needs to be a little bit more smaller. So you see that? Super simple. Yeah, so I know that I could probably do, doesn't need to be cut down much. And then I'll save these scraps and use them for my drop paper or to collage with. So nothing goes to waste. At least not with me. Okay, just like that. Okay. All right. And then I do like the contrast of the book pages. So see how they stack up on each other and they coordinate very well. Do you see that? Just absolutely beautiful. And then I'm just going to take some book page paper, because I love book pages, and I'm just going to cut out a circle. So just roughly cut out a circle, however big you want. You just want something for the center. Okay, just like that. And again, you're just going to make little slits right in it. And I am not a straight circle cutter, so if I can do this, you totally can too. Okay, just like that. And then you can just kind of fluff it up a little bit if you want, or even cut it more. I think I'll cut it even more. Actually, I think I didn't cut that one correctly. I'm just being a little picky here, but so we'll just cut out another circle shape, I should say. It's not really a circle. Yours will probably be circles. Mine, not so much. You just want it to be smaller than that one and kind of where you can go to the middle. And I'm just going to fold it in half just like I did before. And I'm just going to take my scissors and make nice little slits, okay? Just little quick cuts, just like that, okay? And then I can open it up. That's much better, I think. Perfect. Okay. And then I can put that on top. And then I can pick whatever kind of button I want. Maybe I'll do a star this time. I think that's pretty. And then just for the, if you want to make the ribbons, that's what I'm going to make for my swap. Then you'll just take your piece of paper, or you could use real ribbons if you wanted to, whatever your preference is, and you just kind of cut it the length that you think the ribbon should be. Let me see, just so you guys know. I'll probably do mine about 3 inches is what I'll do. Okay, and I'm just going to, again, I'm not being precise. If you want to measure, that's fine. I just like things kind of random. I don't like things perfect. I'm not perfect. I don't want my crafts to be. I think they're a reflection of me, but some people are very precise, and that's good. But I am not one of those people. And then you're just going to take it, and I'm going to go on the edges here. And as I said, you could absolutely do this with ribbon too, but I wanted to do book pages because I love book pages. They're like my favorite thing. And then you're just going to take your tacky glue. Now, if you wanted to, you could do this with a brad too, but I wanted to keep it simple, so. And there is a tutorial on this too, by Vintage Gal. I think it's 18, and I'll put a link below. She's in charge of the swap at our paper pantry. So this was kind of her idea. So I'll give you a link to her video too. But I thought, how cool. But she uses ribbon, and hers is a little different than mine. So, and this was working just fine before. Now it's trying to clog up on me. Always on camera, you know, things get a little iffy here. Okay, I'll just take it. You just need a little bit, and I like to use, attach my buttons with tacky glue. They just stay much better. And then you're just going to kind of pick out where you want your little ribbons to go. And I just stuck them right there on, oops, can you see? Right there on top of each other. So you just take it, and hopefully you could see what I was doing. Oh my gosh, I'm worried now. I thought I was on. What in the world? This thing was working fine before. Okay, well, we're going to give this a trim. Glue. Okay, oh, let's see. There we go. Closed up a little bit. We'll just take that, and we'll stick that down, and this down. I wanted to make this video earlier, but I got distracted because I was watching Father Brown. But isn't that pretty? Look how pretty those are. So they're so much fun to make. Hopefully you were able to see it in frame. So you can just use whatever you want for the middle, but this is a really cool idea, and I am going to swap these, so it'll be great to see what the other women come up with from the pantry, from the paper pantry. And they have so many swaps over there. It's really cool. I love swaps, and I love being challenged to make things that I haven't made before. And the women there are very creative, so it's pretty awesome. So I just love it. They're so pretty. So I'll see you guys next time. If you have any questions, hopefully you saw everything in frame, but all you do is just fringe everything up, and I'll check. And if it's not, then I'll make another video so you can actually see what I'm doing. But it's very, very simple. And you don't have to put these on. As I said, you could just make a beautiful flower to put on your journal, or even on an art journal page, and these are just so simple and easy to make, and you can get these in so many designs. So I'm going to quit talking, and I will see you guys next time. If you have any questions, let me know, and thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.